Okay, so good morning ulit. Welcome ulit sa YouTube channel ko. So, today's lesson will be the continuation of the chapter 4, which is the exponential and logarithm equations. No? So, under doon is papasok po yung progression. So, under progression, we have arithmetic progressions, we have arithmetic progressions, we have harmonic progressions, we have geometric progressions, and we have infinite progressions. So, see, arithmetic progressions is a progressions. Ito yan. Arithmetic progression is a sequence in which each term after the first is obtained by adding the same fixed number called the common difference to the preceding term. No? So, kumbaga, si arithmetic progressions is kapag may common difference. Kumbaga, yung sumunod na number is pareho yung diferensya niya doon sa mga susunod pa na numbers. Then, si harmonic progressions naman, sa harmonic progression is the reciprocal of arithmetic. So, naka 1 over the arithmetic yung harmonic. Then, later, si geometric tsaka si infinite. No? So, for the formula for arithmetic progressions, we have a sub n is equivalent kay a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So, we have a1. So, a sub n is the n term or yung kung pang ilang terms yung hinahanap natin. Then, si a sub 1 is the first term. Ito. A sub 1 is the first term plus n. N is the number of terms kung pang ilang terms ba yung hahanapin. Then, minus 1 times d. Si d is the common difference of the sequence. So, si d, para makuha si d is a sub 2 minus a sub 1 or either a sub 3 minus a sub 2. No? Then we have the formula s sub n is equivalent kay n over 2 times a sub 1 plus a sub n, or s sub n is equivalent kay n over 2 times 2a1 plus n minus 1 times d. So, yung s sub n is the sum of the first n term. Kung ano yung kapag pinagsama-sama lahat ng arithmetic progressions, ano ba yung total niya? Ano yung kabuuan? No? So, yun po yun. Yung sum of the first n term. So, we have the formula n over 2 a sub 1 plus a sub n. So, dito sa formula ito, itong s sub n over 2 times 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d is derived lang yan dito sa formula ito, which is a sub n is equivalent kay dito. Diba? So, pag itong value na to ay nilagay mo dito, sa lalabas we have 2a1. Kasi may a1 ka na dito, plus yung a1 pa dito. No? Na a1 siya. Okay. So, yun nga. So, arithmetic means the term between any two terms of an arithmetic progressions. Then, sabi ko kanina, harmonic progressions is the reciprocal of the arithmetic progressions. Okay? So, let's have exercise number 15. So, solve lang natin yung mga problem na number ang lahat ng 5. So, we have the first term of an arithmetic progressions is 7 and the 17th term is 89. Find the 50th term. Okay. So, first, pag nagsisolve po tayo is we need to write all the given values dun sa problem, no? Para at least mas ma-appreciate at mas makapag-isip tayo kung anong formula ang gagamitin natin, no? Or either, at least, hindi masagot, nalagay nyo yung mga given dun sa papel kapag nag-exam, di ba? Okay, so we have number 1. First term of an arithmetic progressions. First term is the a1. So we have given, we have a sub 1 is equivalent kay 7. Then, and the 17th term daw. So, si A17 po siya. Si A17 is equivalent kay 89. Find the 50th term. So, pinapahanap po ay si A sub 50. Okay? So, kapag, ito po yan. So, we have the given, the first term daw is the 7. 7 is the first term. 89 is the 70th term. And A sub 50 is the one that we are looking for. No? Okay, so lalabas, we have, pwede natin makuha yung common difference or yung D based dun sa A sub 1 and saka sa A17. So we can say that A sub n is equivalent kay A sub 1 formula plus n minus 1 times D. Tama? So, we have A sub n. So, A sub n is A sub 17. So, A sub 17 is equivalent kay A1 plus, si n is yung n kanina dito. So, lalabas yan ay 17 minus 1 times D. Then, we all know that A sub 17 is equivalent kay 89. So, 89 is equivalent kay A sub 1, which is ito. 7 plus 17 minus 1 times D. Okay? Therefore, the common difference D is equivalent kay, solve nyo lang po yan. So, 89 minus 7, so 82. Tapos, ito, may 16 ka. 82 divide 16. So, lalabas yan ay 5.125. Therefore, si D is gagamitin ulit natin para makuha si A sub 50. So, we have A sub 50 is equivalent kay A sub 1 plus N, which is yung 50th term, 50 minus 1 times D. So, we have the unknown, which is A sub 50. A sub 1 is equivalent kay 7 plus 50th term minus 1 times the common difference, which is 5.125. Therefore, A sub 50 is equivalent kay 258.125. So, yan po yung sagot. Yan po yung final answer. Okay? Pero syempre, dyan kasi sa pag-solve ko is medyo detailed pa. Kasi sunod-sunod ko pa yan. Pero, pwedeng, ang gawin nyo lang dyan, itong formula lang, tapos diretso ka na dito. Huwag nyo lang sulat dyan. Or dito, diretso ka agad, ito agad, diretso ka agad dyan, at ito na agad. Na? Pero syempre, para mas, for the sake lang na, detailed yung pagsagot natin, at saka, mas madali ninyong maintindihan yung problem. Okay. So, let's continue for problem number 2. We have, balik natin yung PowerPoint. We have the arithmetic. There are 20 arithmetic means between negative 38 and 3. Okay. So, buburahin ko na yung solution kanina. We have the 20th arithmetic means daw between negative 38 and 3. Find the common difference. So, number 2, solution. So, we have this negative 38 daw, tapos may 28 arithmetic means daw. So, we have 1, may 20 terms daw bago makapunta kay 3. So, kung titingnan niyo yung ito po siya. So, sabi daw, there are 20 terms daw, 20 arithmetic means. So, arithmetic means wala to. 20 arithmetic means. Arithmetic means between negative 38 and 3, no? So, we can say that ito is magiging A sub 1 natin, or the first term, which is negative 38. Then, si A3 is yung si A sub n natin, no? So, kung A sub n to, which is equivalent kay 3, so dapat na malaman natin kung ano yung n, no? Si n is yung number of terms daw. So, sabi nga kanina, we have 20 arithmetic means daw, or may 20 terms in between negative 38 and 3. So, therefore, 1 plus 20 is 21 plus 1 is 22. So, yung 3 is pang 22nd term. No? Therefore, we have the formula A sub n is equivalent kay A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times the D. So, we have A sub n, which is A sub 22. We have 3 is equivalent kay A sub 1, which is negative 38, plus n, which is 22, minus 1 times the D, which is the common difference. So, si D, lalabas, D is equivalent kay 1.952. So, we have 1.952 na common difference. Okay? Yan. So, let's proceed to number 3. So, find the sum of the first 90th term of arithmetic progressions, negative 5, 3, and 11. Okay? So, let's call it number 3. We have number 3. Find the sum of the 90th term. So, S sub n daw ang pinapahanap. Ano yung S sub n? So, yun ay S sub 90 term. Yun yung pinapahanap. No? S sub n or the S sub 90. Then we have negative 5, 3, 11, so on and so forth. No? Ito. Hello. So, pinapahanap ay yung si S sub n, which is pang 90th term. So, we can say that the negative 5 is the A sub 1, or the first term. Negative 5. Then, n is equivalent kay 90 kasi pang 90th term yung hinahanap. Then, we can say that D or the common difference is 3 minus negative 5. So, lalabas yan ay 8. Or, we can say that D is equivalent kay 11 minus 3 is equivalent kay 8. Or D is equivalent kay 3 minus negative 5. So, lalabas parang 8. No? So, the common difference is 8. So, therefore, we can write our equation as S sub n is equivalent kay n over 2 multiplied by A sub 1 plus A sub n. No? And we can say that A sub n is S sub n is equivalent kay n over 2 multiplied by A sub 1 plus A sub n is equivalent kay A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times D. Tama? Then, lalabas tayo to A sub 1. Derivation lang ng formula kanina. S sub n is equivalent kay n over 2 times 2a1 plus n minus 1 times d. Then, therefore, i-add nyo po lahat ng, ilagay nyo po lahat ng mga given natin. No? Lalabas, we have S sub 90 is equivalent kay 90 over 2 multiplied by 2 times a1 which is negative 5 plus 90 minus 1 times yung d which is equivalent kay 8. S sub 90 is equivalent kay 31,590. Yan. Calculate nyo lang para lumabas yung score. Okay? Okay. So, let's proceed to problem number 4. We have find the sum of all odd integers between 100 and 1,000, no? So, ano pa yung mga odd numbers? So, yun yung may mga 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Therefore, lalabas, we have A sub 1, number 4, solution. We have A sub 1 which is equivalent kay yung odd numbers daw, odd integers between 100 and 1,000. So, lalabas, kung odd numbers yun, magsa-start pa lang yung odd numbers natin doon sa 101. Tama ba? So, therefore, yung 101, yun po yung magiging first term no problem. So, we have 101. Then, yung A sub n or the nth term, lalabas, yun po ay kasi yung 1,000 is even numbers, no? Therefore, or even integers. So, kailangan natin maging add. So, babawas tayo ng isa, lalabas 999, no? So, A sub n is equivalent kay 999. Okay? So, yun. So, paglagay nyo, we have A sub 1 which is 101 and A sub n is equivalent kay 999. Therefore, we have S sub n is equivalent kay n over 2 times A sub 1 plus A sub n. Pero, hindi pa natin alam kung ano yung n, no? Yung n. So, we can find the value of n through A sub n is equivalent kay A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So we have a sub n which is 999, then a sub 1 which is 101, plus n which is unknown, minus 1 times yung d. The common difference will be plus 2 tayo, no? So kasi mag-umpisa yun sa 101. Pag nag-plus 1 ka, magiging 102 yun. So para maging odd numbers yun ulit, kailangan mo magdagdag ng 2 plus 2, no? So ibig sabihin, magiging common difference natin ay 2. Kasi nga, from 101, pag nag-plus 1 ka lang, 102 lang yun. So even numbers yun, or even integers. So pag nag-plus 2 ka naman, 103. So ibig sabihin, odd integers yun. So from 103 plus 2 is 105. So ibig sabihin, odd pa rin yun. So mangyayari, ang common difference po natin is equivalent kay 2. No? So lalabas, we have n is equivalent kay 450. Pag sinolve po yan, lalabas 450. No? Tinuruan ko kayo ng shift solve, ilagay nyo lang yan, shift solve 450. Or transpose, lalabas 450. Okay? So S sub n, or the S sub n natin is equivalent kay n which is 450 over 2 multiplied by a sub 1 which is 101 plus 999. Therefore, S sub n is equivalent kay 247,500. So, yung sagot. Okay? Next, we have the fifth term of an arithmetic progression. The fifth term of an arithmetic progression is 17, and the third term is 10. What is the eighth term? Okay? Solve natin. Kaya nasabi ko kanina, first, write all the given values para at least alam niyo kung ano mga possible formulas na ilalagay. Pero yun nga, dalawa lang naman yung formula dyan. A sub n tsaka yung S sub n. So we have number 5. Fifth term daw, so a sub 5 given. We have a sub 5 which is equivalent kay 17, and a sub 3 or the third term is equivalent kay 10. Ang pinapahanap ay si A8. So lalabas, we have so first, hanapin natin kung ano yung value ni a sub 1, kung ano yung first term. Hanapin din natin yung value ng common difference, no? So we can say that a sub 5 is equivalent to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Therefore, since 5 yung n, a sub 5 is 17. 17 is equivalent to a sub 1 plus ito ay 5 minus 1 times d. Therefore, 17 is equivalent to a sub 1 plus 4d. Equation 1. Then, we have a sub 3 is equivalent kay a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Same lang nung ginawa din kanina. 10 is equivalent kay a sub 1 plus 3 minus 1, we have 2d. Equation 2. Then, pagsamahin si equation 1 and equation 2 para ma-identify or mahanap natin yung isang value. So, we have two equations, two unknowns. So, solvable. So, we have 17 is equivalent kay A1 plus 4D. Then, we have 10 is equivalent kay A1 plus 2D. Minus, palabas 7 is equivalent kay cancel by 2D. Therefore, D is equivalent kay 7 over 2. 7 over 2 or equivalent kay 3.5. Okay? Okay. So we have common difference which is 3.5. Therefore, we can take the value of a sub 1. Ito, substitute mo doon sa una-una, we have 10 is equivalent kay a sub 1 plus 2 times 7 over 2. So we have 10 is equivalent kay a sub 1 plus cancel 7. So therefore, a sub 1 is equivalent kay 3. No? Therefore, lalabas, we have a sub 8. A sub 8 is equivalent kay a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Therefore, a sub 8 is equivalent kay a sub 1 which is 3 plus 8 minus 1 times 3.5 which is yung d. Therefore, solve natin, calculator, we have 3 plus 8 minus 1 times 3.5. We have 8 which is equivalent kay 27.5. Okay? So, yan po yung para sa arithmetic progression. Okay. Okay na? Then, let's have another example. Another example pa to. Okay, so si geometric progression. So, geometric progression is a sequence in which each term after the first is obtained by multiplying the sum fixed number called the common ratio by preceding terms. So, kung si arithmetic progression ay yung sequence ng number ay may common difference or yung add ng parehong numbers para magkaroon ng sequence yung numbers, arithmetic po yun. Pero kapag multiply naman po ng fixed number, ang gagawin natin, yun po ay geometric progression po. No? So, ang tinatawag dun sa multiply natin ay yun yung common ratio. So, based dun sa explanation. So, we have the formula, a sub n is equivalent kay a sub 1, r raised to n minus 1. And we have s sub n. Dalawa po yung formula ng s sub n. Kapag ang common ratio po is less than 1, ito po yung formula. Kapag greater than 1, ito po yung formula. Then, for the infinite progression, so si infinite progression po ay nangyayari kapag hindi po natin alam kung kailan matatapos or mag-end yung sequence, no? So, kapag yung sequence ng number is infinite or tuloy-tuloy hanggang wakas, no? Or may forever. No? So, yan, nandiyan naman yung mga legend. A sub 1 is the first term, n is the number of terms, s sub n is the sum of the first n term, a sub n is the n term, then r is the common ratio. No? Para mas maintindihan po natin, mag-ano na lang tayo ng problem, no? Based sa exercises na nandiyan sa inyong module. Okay, we have exercise number 14, number 16 pala. We have exercise number 16. So, find the 16th term of the geometric progressions 2, 6, 8. Mali po yung problem dyan. 2, 6, 18 po dapat yan, no? So, at least nako-correct po yung problem, no? Based dun sa video. Diyan kasi sa paggawa ko ng module, mabilisan kasi. Medyo busy. Kaya yun. May error sa module. Pero aminado naman tayo. Tao lang tayo na nagkakamali. Dami kong kwenta, di ba? Okay. So, exercise number 16. Find the 16th term of the geometric progression. So, we have number 1, we have 2, 6, and 18. So, we have a sub 16 ang pinapahanap po, no? Okay. So, we have 2, 6, 18. So, we can say that the common ratio r is equivalent kay 3. 6 divided 2 is 3. 18 divided 6 is 3. Diba? Then, for the first term, a sub 1 is equivalent kay 2. Then, the formula a sub n is equivalent kay a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. Tama? Then, a sub n, which is a sub 16, is equivalent kay a sub 1, which is 2, r, which is 3, n is equivalent kay 16 minus 1. Therefore, a sub 16 is equivalent kay Calcu lang. Calcu ninyo nung lalabas. We have 2, 8, 6, 9, 7, 8, 1, 4. Okay? So, yan po yung sagot dun sa problem. Then, box the final answer para madaling checkan. Then, for number 2, find the 9th term of the geometric progression 7 to negative 12 and 2. So, pareho lang siya yung ginawa natin ngayon na. Pero, pakita ko pa rin sa inyo yung solusyon para at least masanay kayo na nagsosolve. Or masanay kayo dun sa pag-solve. We have number 2, we have 72, we have negative 12, we have 2. So, we have the first term, a sub 1 is equivalent kay 72. Then, the common ratio is equivalent kay 72 divided by negative 12. Okay? So, hanapin ko yung calculator para at least solve natin. Negative 12 divide 72 is equivalent kay negative 12 over 72 is equivalent kay negative 1 over 6 or 2 divide negative 12 is equivalent kay negative 1 over 6. No? Para makuha yung common ratio. So, we have a sub n or the 9th term ang pinapahanap. A sub 9 is equivalent kay a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. So, a sub 9 is equivalent kay a1 which is 72, r which is negative 1 over 6, r is 9 minus 1. A sub 9 is equivalent kay 72 times negative 1 over 6 times 9 minus 1. So, lalabas, we have 1 all over 2, 3, 3, 2, 8. Yan po yung answer. Kasi decreasing yung values niya. Then, from time to time, mag-change yung sign. No? Dito, may negative, sunod positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. Okay. So, let's proceed for number 3. Number 3. The first term of geometric progression is 375. And the fourth term is 192. Find the common ratio. Okay, we have number 3 as a sub 4. First term of geometric progression is 375 pala. First term, a sub 1 is 375. And a sub 4 is equivalent kay 192. So, find the common ratio daw. So, we have a sub n is equivalent kay a sub 1 r is to n minus 1. So, kung a sub 4 yan, wala. Wait lang. Ito. A sub n is equivalent kay a1 r is to n minus 1. So, kung a sub 4 yan, so we have a1 times r is to 4 minus 1 dito. So, a sub 4 is 192. 192 is equivalent kay 375 r raised to 3. Therefore, r is the cube root of 192 all over 375. So, r is equivalent kay cube root of 192 over 375. So, we have 4 over 5. We have 4 over 5 or 0.8 na common ratio. Okay? Okay, so let's proceed for number 4. Number 4. The fourth term of geometric progression is 216, and the sixth term is 1944. Find the eighth term. So we have a sub 4 is equivalent kay 216. Then a sub 6 is equivalent kay 1944. Then ang pinapahanap ay si a sub 8. Okay? Yan. So first, we have a sub 4. A sub 4 is equivalent kay a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. So a sub 4 is 216 is equivalent kay a sub 1 r, which is anong din, n, which is 4 minus 1, which is 3. Then ito yung equation 1. Then for equation 2, a sub 6 is equivalent kay a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. So a sub 6 is 1944 is equivalent kay a sub 1 r raised to ito ay 6 minus 1, therefore ito ay 5. Then lalabas, pagsasamahin natin yung equation 1 and equation 2. Equation 2. Therefore, equation 1 and equation 2. Gagawin ko, i-divide ko sila both sides, or ganito gagawin ko. So, I could say na a sub 1 r raised to 5 is equivalent kay 1944. Tapos, si a sub 1 r raised to cube is equivalent kay 216. So, perform divide po. Hindi po plus, hindi po minus. Hindi rin multiply. So, ang ginawa ko, i-divide ko siya. So, lalabas tayo, cancel, 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 magiging r squared is equivalent kay ito. 1944 divided by 216 is equivalent kay 9. Therefore, R is the equivalent kay 3, which is the common ratio. Therefore, itong 3, substitute mo dito sa equation na yan. So, we have 216 is equivalent kay a sub 1 R, which is 3, n minus 1, which is 3. Therefore, a sub 1 is equivalent kay 8. Check natin. 216 divided by 3 cube is equivalent kay 8. So, we have first term, which is 8. We have the common ratio of 3. So, we can get the value of a sub 8 is equivalent kay a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. Therefore, a sub 8 is equivalent kay 8 multiplied by r, which is 3, 8 minus 1. A sub 8 is equivalent kay 17496. Then box your final answer. Right? So let's proceed to number 5. Number 5, a body dropped from a height fall 16 meters during the first second, 48 in the next second, and 144 on the third second, and so on, so forth. Find how far the body will fall during the 7 seconds. So, pinapahanap pa yung pang 7 segundo na pag-drop ng ball. Ano daw yung magiging height ng bola? Okay. Ito siya. Okay. So, from the height of the building, yung building, pag hinulog natin yung bola, tama bang mag-bounce back yung bola? Parang ito. Pag lapag ng bola, tatalon ulit, babalik ulit, tatalon, balik, pagpaganyan, hanggang sa hindi na siya tumalon or hindi na nag-bounce back yung bola, diba? Ganyan yung magiging ano niya. So, the process of bounce back or bouncing back nung bola ay may kumbaga progression siya. So, siya po ay infinite progression kasi hindi po natin alam kung kailan mag-e-end yung pag-bounce back ng bola, di ba? Pwedeng mangyari sa 12 seconds, pwedeng mangyari sa 1 minuto, depende yun sa height ng di ba? Sa acceleration and velocity ng bola. Pero nga, hindi naman natin kailangan nun. Pero Ang kailangan lang natin is based doon sa given problem. So first daw, balikan natin yung problem drop from the height fall of 16 meters during the first second, 48 during the second seconds, then 144 during the third second. So pinapahanap is yung pang 7 seconds. So we can say that for number 5, the solution will be like this solution. So since hindi natin nga alam ng yung kung kailan mag-end yung pag-bounce ng bola. So infinite po yung magiging progress ng bola. So infinite progression po yung gagamitin natin formula. So S sub n is equivalent kay A1 all over 1 plus 1 minus R. Yan po yung para sa infinite progression. Then we could say that A sub 1 is equivalent kay 16 kasi nga yung first height na binanggit dun sa first second ng bola is 16. So that would be the first height or the first term natin. Then si A sub R kasi di ba binanggit na yung oras tsaka yung second daw A sub R AR pala is equivalent kay 48. Yung sumunod daw na yung sumunod na height is 48 meters daw the next second. No? So, lalabas, we have A sub 1, which is, ito ay 16. Lalabas, R, or the common ratio is 48 over 16. Or yung wait lang. Ito pala yan. A sub 2 is equivalent kay 48. A sub 3 is equivalent kay 144. Ba? 144 ba yan? Yan, 144. Para makuha natin yung common ratio is 48 divided by 16. Or yung 144 divided by yung 48. So, lalabas 48 over 16 is equivalent kay 3. Therefore, lahat ng given, may A sub 1 ka na, may R ka na din, ilagay mo lang dito sa formula natin na dito. So, to find wala pala to. Wala na pala yan. So, ang pinapahanap pala is yung term, yung pang 7 seconds. Pero later, para hindi na naman yung sayang sinulat ko dyan, i-solve na lang natin yung kabuuan. Okay? So, ang pinapahanap po pala ay yung pang 7 term. So, sorry. Pang 7 term. So, ang pinapahanap ay A sub 7 is equivalent kay A sub 1 R raised to N minus 1. So, pang 7 segundo, si A1 is equivalent kay 16. R is the common term which is 3. Then, N is equivalent kay, ang N natin ay 7 minus 1. So, si A7 is equivalent kay, calculate natin, 16 times 3 times, raised to 7 minus 1. So, we have 1,1,664 meters. So, yan po yung magiging distance or yung height ng bola after yan po yung height ng bola na tinakbo nung mag-bounce back after 7 seconds. So, yan. Okay? So, wait lang. Yun. To find the total length na tinakbo nung natin is gamitin natin itong formula kanina. Ito. So, we can say that the total distance traveled is equivalent kay 16 all over 1 minus 3. Okay? Parang may mali. 16 1 minus 2. Negative 8. Wait lang. Check lang natin yung infinite progression ito. Infinite progressions are A sub 1 all over 1 minus R. The body dropped from the height of 4. 3rd seconds and so on. Find how far the body falls during the 7 seconds. Hindi pala siya infinite progression. So, mangyayari pala siya ay geometric progressions kasi may yung common ratio niya is parang may increasing siya. So, hindi siya infinite. Kasi pag infinite kasi is yung sabi ko kanina, pa-decrease yung value na hindi natin alam kung kailan mag-end yung decreasing values niya. No? Pwede rin naman siyang increasing, pero yun hindi rin natin alam kung kailan mag-end yung pag-increase ng value. Pero based din sa problem number 5, yan po ay geometric progressions pala, no? So, kung hahanapin natin yung S natin, yung ito. So, let's try na greater than 1 yung R. So, lalabas, we have the formula S of n is equivalent kay A1 times R is to n minus 1 all over R minus 1. So, let's check. 16 times R. Ang R natin ay 3 raised to n minus 1. Hindi natin alam kung ano yung n. So, hindi na natin masasolve. So, kung pinapahan natin itong 7 term, so, minus 1 all over 3 minus 1. Lalabas ay S of n is equivalent kay 17, 4, 8, 8. So, pag pinag-add mo po yung lahat kanina, yung 16, 48, 144, hanggang sa mag-abot ng A7, so lalabas ito po yung total length ng tinakbo niya, no? Pero yun nga, hindi naman siya pinapahanap dun sa problem, sinolve ko lang, no? Okay. So, proceed tayo. May another problem pa ba? So, let's proceed to next is yan. Ang next po natin is additional problems in progression. So, siguro isosolve ko lang yung tatlong yan para at least ay may sagot din yung yung sa modules ninyo. Pero yun nga, yung mga problems na hindi natin nasagutan dyan is kailangan nyo pa rin sagutan kasi nga, yun yung checkan ko sa inyo para at least magkaroon kayo ng grades. Okay, we have problem number 1, additional problem number 1. In the recent Gulf War in the Middle East, the Allied forces captured 6,400 Saddam soldiers, and with provisions on hand, it will last for 216 meals. While feeding 3 meals a day, the provisions lasted 9 more days because of daily deaths. At an average, how many died per day? So, pinapahanap kung ilan yung mga taong namamatay dun sa gera na pinapakain nila, no? Kaya nag-extend down ng 9 more days pa yung inimbak nila na pagkain, no? So, let's try to solve this problem number 1. Number 1, solution. Okay. So, sabi dun sa problem, solution number 1. Sabi dun kanina, in the recent Gulf War in the Middle East, the Allied forces captured 6,400 Saddams. So, ibig sabihin, from the first, ang number nung soldiers siguro to, number of soldiers ay nasa 6,400. So, therefore, that would be our A sub 1. So, A sub 1 will be 6,400, no? Then, with provisions on hand, it will last for 216 meals. So, lalabas si 216 meals ay kailangan natin computin divided by 3 para malaman natin yung per day, no? So, ilan ba yung napapakain per day, no? So, we have 216 meals, then 3 beses daw sa isang araw kumakain. So, lalabas, we have 216 days, 216 meals divided by 3 meals. So, therefore, lalabas yan ay 72 days per day per day. Tapos, ano pa yung mga given? So, we have the provisions lasted 9 more days because of 9 more days daw because of the daily deaths of an average. How many died per day? So, si 72 days, is yun yung end or yung numbers of days na kung saan ay maglalast yung pagkain or tatagal yung pagkain. Pero yun nga, nag-extend daw siya ng 9 more days. So, lalabas, N will be 72 plus 9 equals 81 days. Then, to find the number of deaths, yung number of deaths will be the difference natin, common difference. Kasi everyday daw may namamatay, yung average na namamatay. So, lalabas, we have formula para naman tayo yung A sub n. Kasi hindi naman natin alam kung ilan yung natira at the end of the 81 days, di ba? So, we could say that gamitin natin yung sum nung sum. So, we have Sn is equivalent kay n over 2 multiplied by 2a1 plus n minus 1 times d. So, S sub n is equivalent kay yung number ng tao multiplied by yung number ng araw ng kain lang. So, lalabas yan ay 6,400 times 72. Yung 72 days, yun lang yung araw ng based dun sa provision which is 216 meals. No? Equivalent kay N which is yung 81, nag-extend pa kasi ng 9 days. So, 81 over 2 multiplied by 2, nag-start ng 6,400 yung tao plus N which is 81 minus 1 times the D. So, D is equivalent kay ito. 17.778. Since average value po yan, pinagsama-sama na kasi yun, no? Kumbaga, average values ng death yan. Pero, yun nga, pag wala namang kalahati lang yung namamatay, di ba? Or wala namang point something lang na namamatay. So, i-round up po natin yan para at least maging accurate po yung sagot natin dun sa bilang ng tao na namamatay kada araw. So, lalabas, yan po ay 18 deaths per day. 18 deaths per day. Ito po yung sagot dyan. So, ibig sabihin, dun sa problem na may gera sa Middle East na may 6,400 na soldiers na nahuli, kailangan pakainin. So, mangyayari, kada araw po ay may namamatay na 18 tao doon. Kaya, yung provisions nila for the pagkain ay nag-extend pa siya ng 9 days. Dahil dun sa deaths. No? So, ito po yung solution niya. Okay? So, kung may tanong kayo, mag-comment na lang kayo sa GC or either dun sa YouTube channel ko mismo. Dito sa video mismo na i-upload ko. Okay. Number 2. Okay, we have number 2. A besieged fortress is held by 5,700 men who have provisions for 66 days. If the garrison loses 20 men each day, for how many days can the provisions hold out? Okay, so parang halos pareho lang din siya nung una, siya ay arithmetic progression lang din. So, sagutan na lang natin siya para at least maka-hold out. So, we have number 2, problem number 2. Solution natin. We have besieged fortress of 570 men yan, mali lang yung spelling. Men po yan, men. Who have provisions for 66 days. So, we can say that S of n is equivalent kay 5,700 times 66 na araw. Then, the common difference daw, the garrison loses 20 men each day. So, ibig sabihin, yun yung common difference. Kada araw daw, nawawala yung 20 na tao. No? Then, sa A sub 1 is equivalent kay 5,700. Kasi doon nag-start yung bilang ng tao. Okay? So, ito yung given natin. Therefore, S sub n is equivalent kay n over 2 times A1. 2A1 pala to. 2A1 ba yung kalit? 2A1. 2A1 plus n minus 1 times D. Okay, so sa S sub n is 57 times 66 is equivalent kay n over 2, which is yung n is hinahanap ko yung kung ilang araw mag-extend pa yung pagkain daw, yung provision. Times 2 times 57 plus n minus 1 times 20. So, lalabas n is equivalent kay 76 days. Okay, pag kinalagyan natin yan ay 57 times 66 equals alpha x over 2 times 2 times 57 plus alpha x over minus 1 times 20. Ship, so equals negative 20 po pala yan kasi decreasing po yung ano natin. Namamatay kasi. So, lalabas 76 days. Okay? Okay, so let's proceed to number 3. Number 3, a genetic engineering students got the score of 30% on the test 1 of the 5-number test in surveying. So, on the other hand, he got 90% in which a constant difference more on each number than preceding are. Parang kulang yung problem. Wait lang. Let's check natin yun dun sa double check yung problem. Parang may mali. But genetic engineering students got a score of 30% on the test 1 of the 5-number test in surveying. On the other hand, he got 90% in which a constant difference more on each number than preceding one. What was his average score in surveying? Let's check. Parang may mali sa problem. Okay, so yung problem number 3 parang kulang yung pagkakasulat dyan. Pero ito bibigay ko lang yung sagot na. Pero double check ko na lang siguro sa comment section yung actual problem dyan sa problem number 3. Pero yung solution niya na ito. So, solution number 3. Solution for number 3. Wait. We have, yung, sabi dito, genetic engineering students got score of 30. So, sa first test siguro, nakakuha siya ng 30% lang. Then, yung sa second test, yun nga, on the other hand na test. So, lalabas yan ay 90% yung nakuha niya. So, ito. So, we have A sub 1, which is 30%, and A sub n, which is 90%. So, lalabas, A sub n is equivalent kay A sub 1 times n minus 1 times D. So, since 5-item test lang po yan, so lalabas A sub 5 po natin itong nandito. No? A sub 5. So, lalabas yan ay 90 is equivalent kay A sub 1, which is 30 plus 5 minus 1 times the common difference D. So, we have D, which is 15 points or 15%. Then, lalabas S sub n is equivalent kay yung total score ng nag-exam n is equivalent kay 2 times 2A1 plus n minus 1 times D. Then, S sub n is equivalent kay 5 over 2 times 2A1, which is 30, plus 5 minus 1 times D which is 15. So S sub n is equivalent kay 300. Then to find the average value, average score pala. Average score is equivalent kay 300 over 5. So average ay 60%. Okay, so let's dissect yung problem. Baka ma-check natin siya dito sa solution. Okay, so we have a genetic engineering students got a score of 30% on the test 1 of the 5-number test in surveying. On the other hand, he got 90% in which a constant difference more on each number than preceding number. So first, siguro dun sa question number 1, dun sa problem, which is 5 items siya. Ang nakuha niya lang dun sa unang-unang problem ay 30% lang. Then, nakakuha siya ng 90% dun sa ibang problem, pero, or dun sa last siguro, on the last test siguro yan, he got 90%, in which a constant difference more. Siguro yung 90% is yung pang last, on the last siguro. On the last test, he got 90% in which a constant difference more on each number than preceding one. So, yun nga. Siguro yung 90% dito is yun yung last number niya. Or yung last number. Yung last score dun sa pang number 5 na problem. So, yun nga. Pero, hanapin ko yung problem kasi medyo confusing yung questions eh. Pero yun nga, ito yung sagot. Ito. Yan po yung sagot dun sa tanong kanina, no? Okay? So, may susunod pa ba ito? So, yan. So, that's end our chapter 4 for the pre-calculus 1 subjects, no? So, if you have comments and questions dun sa please mag-comment na lang kayo dun sa kung saan yung video na may questions kayo. Then, I will be replying you na lang doon. Then, kung pag may mga mali po, sabihin na lang din po doon sa comment para at least ma-correct natin agad, no? Ma-double check agad natin. So, yan. Thank you for listening and I do hope na subscribe niyo yung channel ko, no? Thank you.